What up, everybody? It's me back at it again with another video. This the Bred 11 restock that I was, letting people know that I was gonna shoot another video too, cause I had some information I wanted to share with y'all. And if you people who've heard it before, then I guess you don't really need to stick around and listen. But I would like for you anyway, or whatever, cause I would like to, have your feedback and what I'm saying, you let me know what you sit here and think. So I'll very much appreciate that. But it's going to be more about letting the consumers know and people out there know is that how come Jordan Brand or Nike or any other shoe company releases certain amounts of shoes and put them in stores, and people felt like that it's not fair because everybody's not getting a chance to get in these shoes or whatever, because they feel like that there's only so many quantities coming to a store versus a big like hundreds and hundreds of pairs come to a store. So I'm gonna get into that, but first, before I get into that, I'm gonna get into something that's gonna lead to that, which is resellers. And it's been going on for a long time and a while, because people remember before resellers were actually dealing with authentics. Remember, they were doing with fakes, sell them on corners and things like that. But until Jordan Brand them started knocking them down and started taking their stuff off the corner or added the little, fake stores and all that kind of stuff or whatever. So the resellers began to jump into the market of buying authentic shoes and then flipping them for more. And that's pretty much what it came to. Okay, because since the resellers really can't get those shipments from overseas no more, what happened? They sell them online now. So that's where all the fake shoes come from, pretty much is online. You may catch a few fakes dingling around in stores or some people on a corner maybe every now and then, but now they do them online. So there's no need for the resellers to do it, online. Now they buy the authentic ones and flip them for more. But it's sad to say, and I've seen it several times, even at my spot, I still not see that the guys that I know and everything, they sell to resellers. Again, I can't knock them for their hustle or whatever, but they know what they're doing out here. So I don't know if maybe they're paying them more or, whatsoever, so they can get a hold of a pair actually, because like me, I don't ever have to, do the raffles or nothing like that, because all my pairs are hold for me. I can get up to 2 pair of shoes at any given time. But at the time, all I wanted was one of these. I got them in December, and the restock, I said, well, what the hell, let me get another one just let them down the line. So now I got 3 pairs of Breds, 2 2013s, and a 2008 pair. You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, well. But when I'm up there, I'm listening to the conversation that's going on, and I see the security guard that's in there, and I know he's a reseller. And he got the Barclays and the Bred 11s or whatever. He don't have to enter raffles neither, because he's automatically just in there because he's cool with the people and he work at the mall. And he already sit there and says that, well, these going for $350 already. I'm doing on Instagram and things like that, talking in front of the employees or whatever. And they're just talking about everything's pretty much good with the resellers and all that shit. And they know this is what's tearing the game apart. But then again, I was like, all I do, I got my people up there, I buy my shoes, but it sucks to sit here and my own people talking like that, and they're supporting a guy who buys shoes just to flip them. And he been sitting there and said that, but before he came in or whatever, they said a guy was in here or whatever, talking about that he just bought the Jordans, these Bred 11s, and sold them right there at the register for $400. I'm like, damn, and it just didn't really bother them. But probably just shouldn't though, because it's not their business, but at the same time, you taking away from somebody who really want these shoes for real. And that's a problem that I said not had, because people already got these as soon as they got in their car. Craigslist, $350, $400, $450 already. And I'm like, ain't that about a bitch? I mean, it just don't make no sense to me. Why you want to sell something just that fast when you just sit here and got it versus giving it to somebody who may sit here and didn't really want this shoe? To me, it's crazy. So again, it just don't make no sense. Why are you going through all this just so you can take away from somebody else? That's what I don't like about the reselling business. If you're gonna resell at a reasonable price, man. Not just to do it to get an extra $150, which you're gonna blow anyway because you were gonna go cop another pair of shoes. So it's not really like you really shouldn't, unless you got some major issues going on in your life to is where you got to make the extra money. But if you're just doing it for the fun of it, then you really just fucking up everything. That's just my opinion on that. But my thing about the whole shoes coming to stores in limited quantities, this is pretty much the reason why. so we can get people to stop complaining about it. When these shoes are produced, the Black Friday Jordans and the Christmas Jordans, whatever, the main ones that's coming out for the main year or whatever, they know that these shoes are highly in demand. So, of course, they spend more months making these shoes than anything else. So they start pretty early or whatever. So when they make these shoes like these Bred 11s, more than likely, I can't give a specific number, but I'm pretty sure more than likely they're making about 1 million to 3 million pairs of these shoes because they got to go worldwide first and foremost or whatnot. So with that being said, that 1 to 3 million or whatnot that's being made, only 5 to 600,000 maybe sit here and get shipped that's coming out. And I know something like, well, why not just ship the whole 1 to 3 million? Again, you can't sit here and do that, and this is why. Every store has an inventory of how much stuff they can hold in their back room or whatsoever. That's why you cannot overflood stores with certain shoes, many of one shoe that's coming out, is because every week shoes are releasing. There's other releases coming out, so you cannot just flood, inventory with the same shoe as other releases, because again, a store can only hold so many shoes in their inventory. You cannot just flood the market or just flood the the stores just with one shoe. So out of the 500,000 that's shipping to the stores and everything else, that is actually enough or whatever, but it's not enough to satisfy everybody in the entire world. Again, it's just not possible or whatever, especially when they drop it in the States or whatever. So, but when these shoes drop, normally stores is going to get about 150 pairs or something like that. Cause I know my place, my malls and like that, cause I'm good with them, so I know how many pairs of Jordans that they say they get pretty much on every release or whatever. But with the Bred 11s and the Concords and the Bred 4s and things like that, we get a few hundred pair or whatnot. And then I asked them how much all the other stores getting.